Hey, welcome back. Today's August 2nd, 2025. I'm in Pinehurst, Aberdeen, Southern Pines, North Carolina, zone 8A, 8B. Bear with the noise of the tractor for just 1 minute. I'm showing you how I planted all of these fig trees right here. I've been planting some in the last hour. So check it out. This new row right here, you can see where I planted them. I'm making it super easy by getting a big scoop of soil like this, and I'm putting that pile of soil down first. You can see it right there, what I'm about to do. I've already put down a pile of soil, scooted that fig tree right up against it. Now I'm gonna put some more soil back behind it and then a bunch right in front of it. Actually, just keep your eyes peeled. I'm gonna turn the volume of the tractor up a little bit, the RPMs, and I want you to see. My plan is to go all the way over to here doing the same thing, but I want you to watch this right quick. So turn your volume down. Here I go. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to shut the tractor out for now. Okay, all right. So, that was a Texas BA1 tree right here. And you can see what I've done. I put a pile down of soil, and I pulled the whole plant out of its pot. And those are its roots, you see it right there. And I screwed it up against that pile of soil, and then backfilled it. Now I'm going to take the shovel and just kind of smooth it around this side here. Push this around and decorate it, make it look real nice, and get it covered up over here on this side. Okay. And I've already done that to this tree, and this pot is just an air layer that I've added on before I even repotted it. This is a Marseilles Black VS fig. For all of y'all that don't know, these are all exotic fig trees from all around the world. You can read that. Okay. This one here is a hardy Hoboken. This one here is DN Amoros. You see how I laid that branch down underneath that? And that'll root in right there real good. And I'll just cut that off later, a few years from now or next year, whatever, and have another tree. And then this one is JH Adriatic. And it's, you know, you can imagine, they all came out of this size pot, which is about 15 gallons. I set the whole root ball pot and everything, without the pot, root ball and everything right down in there. And I filled soil in all around. Then I might come back later and put some mulch down around it. This is an Italian black also. That look just like those trees, but I planted them a few months ago and they are looking way better. You see those figs getting ripe? Look at that. And three air layers put on this tree also, which is just like a pot of soil around that branch. And then in a few months I cut it off, like how I was saying, I'll cut that branch off because it'll root to the ground. These will root inside that pot, and then I just cut it down below and have a whole plant. A couple of white mulberries here, a table grape there, another fig here that was unlabeled, and it looks just like a Celeste. So I think that's what this is. This is where the bird bit that one early, and they bite them, they ripen real fast, and then they come back and eat them. What is that right there? Some of these I've got the label hidden. Oh, here it is. This is Fignominal. I got a couple air layers on that also. Those whole pots. Same here. Let's see. This is Teramo. This one here is, this is Simp, which is an Adriatic that I found growing here in Pinehurst. And I do a lot of talking about that tree. This is Olympian. You see how healthy these look from growing in all of that soil? They probably have 100 gallons of soil around them, if I had to guess. Each one. This is a Texas BA1 with a couple more air layers around it. This is a peanut butter tree. I don't know what else to call it. And then this is a honey litarula fig right here with 1, 2, 3, 4 air layers around on it, which I'll be cutting off pretty soon because I did these a while back. Then I have another grapevine planted back there that's growing up that holly tree. Willie, there's my doggy. He got a flea bath last Sunday and he gets another one tomorrow. Yes. Let's see. I'm getting my soil from right over there. There's one of my little ponds there filled up. I need to put some mulch or something around the back side of it, but that's a path. I got one little fig planted right there that's struggling along. What is that? This is Judah Negretta. Nothing that'll live. It shot off 2 new shoots right here. And that was the original cutting from last year. It lived through the year. Now it died off, but those 2 shoots took off. And my whole row of pear trees that I've got those organza bags wrapping around my pears, and the squirrels are trying to steal 1 or 2 a day. But these should be ready any minute for us to pick. That's when you lift them up like that and they pop off, they're ready. Then I've got 40 more figs between here and the bulldozer, and a bunch of plum trees. So you can see the figs here. And I'd have these named, I mean, they're all named varieties. I just don't have the list in front of me. I have them all on a spreadsheet. That's Italian everbearing. And over there's a Texas everbearing. But I keep having these freeze back to the ground in the wintertime. So I'm encouraging all this other stuff to grow. Where I had it all pure mulch, I'm letting the dog fennel and the sumac, and I planted a bunch of cannas in here so they'll keep growing real good. And then, let's see. These here are looking good. Look at that. And then I made a little short the other day and I showed like that and that LSU purple, and then I stopped it about right there. But see a little bit of goldenrod in here starting to bloom. And then my canna, one of my cannas is blooming there. There's a purple canna. I literally went between every single fig and planted a canna. And not every one of them lived, but they're all out there. So, let's see. You want to see something cool right quick? Let's go right over here. Well, I did not intend to make this a whole walk around video, but I might. So just bear with me and enjoy the scene. Let's see. So these are some of my honeybee hives. These are feeders on top, mason jar feeders. And these are 2 5-frame deeps sitting on top of one another. And they are loaded with bees right now. And I got one more over there, some more over there. These here. Look at that. I'm not going to take you through all of it. I want to pop back out and just show you the other side of the yard while I'm at it then. A couple more starter hives here. Called a nuke in the industry. Like a nucleus colony starter hive. A couple more over here. Let's see. And I'm going to pop back over here into the orchard where you can see where I'm at. See, all I did was draw around the bulldozer and pop back in over here. My chestnut trees are looking real good. Some of them are. Let's see. All these figs are come back from frozen over the winter. Some of them that didn't do that are loaded with figs. Some that didn't freeze back. Let's see. These sumac are about to bloom. Look at this. And the bees, apparently, oh, there's my kitten. The bees apparently love the sumac. Here's my baby. That's Donut. These cannas blooming real nice. $1. I think I paid $1 or $2 per canna bulb, and I'll have infinite supply now. Look at all these figs. So yeah, then I did this whole row, called the wedding row, but it was like since I planted it, we didn't get any rain. We did a bunch of Roselle, sweet potatoes, and Brad's Atomic Grape tomato. And we've gotten a bunch of tomatoes, but I'm not sure if we'll get any sweet potatoes out of this row. But it was just for fun anyways. Let's see. It's because we had all these tomato plants we were going to give away at the wedding on June 1st. You know, about 6 or 8 inch tall plants. And then we forgot to give them away, so I planted them. They go all the way back to the back of the bulldozer, all the way down. And had we got the right amount of rain, and this is really nutritious soil, they would have lived real good, or, you know, produced a whole lot more, but they didn't. But you never know what's going to happen with the rest of the summer. So we might keep getting rain like we just got. All right, let's see. We came from out of a hole right there in the berm. We've walked down past all these trees. I've got the green dome planted, which is a row of Elaeagnus planted all the way down with a willow, and with a willow on one side and a white mulberry on the other side. My brother Mike, he sprouted all these white mulberry trees from seed, so I planted a bunch of those. I bought these Elaeagnus bushes for $9 each, and I rooted a bunch of willow cuttings. You see, I got the figs. Oh, because there's 125 more figs between the bulldozer and where I'm going to, right back here. So this was already planted in the past couple of years. But these figs just keep freezing back, so they're staying small and just looking unhealthy. And but some of them are hardening up before we get our frost, so that wood will stay alive and then grow back green off of that brown wood. And we should start getting a bunch of figs in the next year or two. So I did a couple of ligustrum in here as well on the green dome. There's a flower blooming right there from something. That little flower's blooming. There's a flower blooming. Nothing the bees are paying attention to right now. There's a couple other things blooming. Let's see, let's keep going. Okay, so that was the end of the figs right there. It ended here and goes all the way back past the bulldozer where we started. Let's see. And keep going down this trail where the green dome continues. And I'm calling it that because they're building a huge neighborhood right here behind my property. So I eventually want a big green stream between me and that neighborhood. A couple more starter hives. See the bees flying around it. I'll be going inside all of these hives tomorrow on Sunday. It'll be 10 days since I requeened a bunch of them. And taking a look in there and seeing how they're doing. There's my hive tool. Let's see. They're looking good. That's where the neighborhood's going, back in there. Let's see. Then I'm gonna walk you around then, walking you down this trail. The plan is I need to get probably 2 dozen more Elaeagnus for each one, another one for each pile here. I've got the willows, I got a bunch of mulberries, a bunch of oak trees. Oh, what else? Then I'm gonna plant all up in here and thicken it up here. I want to do more wax myrtle, some more hollies. So in a few years I'll have a real good screen, green screen. All right, let's see. And if anybody's seen before, I've already got a giant green arborvitae planted every 6 or 10 feet all the way back around. It was the first thing I planted. Then I did Elaeagnus right away from that, staggered, and then I've planted all sorts of stuff up in here. Let's see, and I'm letting all this thicket grow. I've planted a row of Iliadnus and those Ladustrum along here. And that gives me another layer of protection. All up in there is my back garden, our flower and vegetable garden. And then I've got almost all the back edges planted with some sort of screening bush, and then another Iliadnus. Those are some locust trees, some privet, some redbud, persimmon. Then some mulberries that I planted here. This is the white mulberry tree that grows in Aberdeen that I took cuttings of and got a couple to live. You can see where the deer have eaten all the leaves off of it nearly. Let's see. There's a grapevine, that's Stump's grapevine, but I've got an air layer put on it also. And then I planted a bunch of bushes up all along here already. Then I got this fig, a couple more fig trees here. Look at this. I thought this was just going to be a regular Celeste, but they are dark. Look how dark that is. That's almost a violet color right there. What's that say? It says it's a Celeste, but I don't believe it. It doesn't look like any other Celeste. So, look at that. That one's almost ready. And just overnight, it's like they turned this color from being, you know, they look like this right here. So you think, oh, that's a Celeste, but then overnight they change into this darkness. So we'll see. Then I got this one planted. What is this here? I don't see the tag on this one. I'll have to come, oh, there it is. A Chico strawberry, and it has a few figs. I'll be keeping a good eye on that. I think these will be green when they're finished with a red interior. There's one that's ready to eat right now. See that? See how it looks all cracked up like that, and there's bugs running all over it? Tacoma violet. There's bugs running all over it, trying to get inside of it. It's got a good closed, good tight eye closed right there. Look at this. It looks like jam on the inside. It's like strawberry jam. And why is it ice cold right now? Well, you're crazy. All right, I'm gonna let him taste it. Are you seriously gonna eat that? Come here. I dare you to eat that. He just took half that fig. I don't know if that's a bad idea or not. Anyways, it's almost like we have infinite figs at this point. We have a ton. How much did you eat? You didn't eat any of it. You didn't eat any of it. You're just gonna play with it. Then this Pack House Unknown is more like a Celeste than anything. See, and there's one right there that I'm not gonna eat, but it's perfectly ripe, covered in bugs. The birds have pecked at it. He's gonna eat it. And we've probably got 24 figs off this little tiny tree already. So let's see. Let's keep going. This grapevine, we've picked a ton of grapes off of it already. It's a soft skin table grape. We made a juice out of these. We made a juice out of those. It was really good. Let's see, there is a fig ready on that one. I just looked back and seen it there. Let's see. Oh no, I feel the other side of it has a hole in it. So something is attaching these right here. See that? But that's what these look like on the inside. Perfectly ready, delicious fig. See that? It's like jelly or jam. You could just rub it on a piece of toast and... Alright, let's see. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Another big grapevine right here. So I got it growing all up on that fence. I'll walk back here for a minute. We're at 19 minutes so far. And just give you a quick overlook of the garden this way. There's my back porch and our new house that we just moved into. We moved out of this apartment. Anybody is new to the channel? Let's see. There's another sweet cat named Bagel. Okay. Keep going. We're going to pop back through here, the front of the apartment. There's another sweet cat named Toast. Alright. Show you this open feeder I made to feed the honeybees over here. Look at this little messy area I got going on. Bees just eating. Look at this. Then I got a row of a fig tree, a mulberry tree. This is another one of the same white mulberry that's grown in Aberdeen. Let's see. Then a chestnut, then a fig, then a mulberry. These are all named also. This is Oscar. And then a chestnut. And that fig died. Then mulberry, chestnut. Fig, mulberry that the deer ate all the leaves. Chestnut. That fig died. And then a mulberry that the deer have eaten all the leaves off of. Well, I might as well bring you on around back up to the greenhouse if you haven't been watching. These are my little greenhouses. They're cheap off Amazon, easy to put up, very durable. Let's see, and a whole bunch of other fig trees. That one's loaded with figs right now. That one's called SS. Somebody sent me some cuttings a while back and I labeled it SS and I'm not sure what it is. But all of these young cuttings are all named varieties. All these here. There's nothing going on in the greenhouse right now. I got it cleaned out. And then inside this greenhouse, I still have all these fig trees. This, let's see, is Smith, and it is almost ready. See that right there where there's nectar coming out of the eye of that one right there? It's almost ready to eat. That one, those two will be ready soon. And then some citrus trees. And they're all these different kinds. There's a fruit on that one. This one bloomed real heavy. This bloomed and this finger lime bloomed. And let's see, there is a finger lime on it right there. Look at that. So if that finishes, although it has a spot on it, hopefully it finishes up and I can eat that. There's figs ripening on this little tree, whatever this is. Let's see, this is, I'm gonna go ahead and eat it, huh? This is unknown Italian white. And that was a delicious little fig. This is Destrace's Place with a few air layers. For that big old fat fig. There's another one there. I'm gonna save those for Jessica, my new wife. If any of y'all are new to the channel, I'm gonna share those with her. Let's see. And just get your eyes full of all these beautiful trees. I ate that big old CDD Suate yesterday. I pulled it off right there. It's alright. Real good. Super soft and juicy. I want 10 more every time I eat one. So, and I got a bunch of figs here in my nursery. A bunch of, these are where all those oak trees are I was talking about. And then more chestnuts and willows and pawpaw trees and more mulberries. A bunch of dahlia cuttings that I got going. More mulberries. A big paulownia. A bunch of bee balm. And then a bunch of little I supported another nursery and bought a bunch of $5 plants, a bunch of bridal wreath, whatever that's called, a bunch more willows and stuff from him. So I gotta plant all that. Some more tomatoes that I didn't ever put in the wedding row, these same Brad's Atomic, and I put them in this pot and they're jamming out. A piece of corn that grew right here for some reason. You never know. More figs. And then back around here to what I was doing earlier. And that's what I'm gonna do. Get back on the tractor and finish up. So y'all have a great day. I'll go ahead and upload this video. It's Saturday. And it's on 8A8B. Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, North Carolina. Y'all have a great day. Bye.